This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
GameWorn Radio is on the air.
Hey! Chilton scores! Up in the Cordova, baby! We're going bowling. Now, let's go hunt moose on a Harley. The fires, he scores! L.A. face with an Oakland booty. Scores! Make me a bicycle club. They score! Bowmeister paid that man his money.
GameWorn Radio. What's up? It's GameWorn Radio, part of GameWorn.us. We do have a full house in. So many people, I don't think we can hardly count that high. Of course, got Derek, Bobby Eagle, lovely Mrs. Eagle, Tom Vore, Matt. I think we had somebody else coming in yet. Dan Day in there. So we have a full house. If you want to call in, reminder, we do actually have a number you can call in on. You don't have to Skype in. 419-407-6798. How is everybody?
Good.
Great.
Meh.
Great.
Boy, really, everybody, it's Tuesday night, but shit, sound a little bit more excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Woo!
Meh.
Baseball.
It went from 2 inches of snow here Monday to being 75 on Thursday.
What is it now?
40 something, 43.
I had snow today.
Can't relate.
No. Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah.
talk to you.
You Tampa assholes walk outside and get a tan in about 3 minutes.
Now that are in Havana.
Tampa.
So we're getting into the end of this. Well, we are into the end of the season. We're now getting ready to start the playoffs. Do you want to do that first, or do you want to talk about the All-Star stuff, Bobby?
Man, let's get the All-Star stuff out of the way, because I've been waiting for this for a long
You've been
freaking
excited
time.
for months about that, Derek.
It's been a minute, so
We haven't seen Bobby on the show since I made that meme of him turning off his camera whenever drama gets high.
you know how I love drama.
It's like, oh shit, Derek said Casey Samuelson. Click.
Gotta go. Yeah, so we had the All-Star game in Tampa, which was awesome, which is why Katie's here, because Katie actually went with us to all the festivities. Katie reminded me, what do you call yourself?
I'm a sports tourist.
That's right. And spent a lot of time at the Fan Fest, and she also reminded me we've been to a couple, how many Fan Fests? Like non-All-Star Fan Fests?
At least 2 others.
We went to the Final Four.
Yeah. College football national championship.
What else? Did we do Super Bowl stuff when it was here?
Oh, I did.
Yeah. Anyway, we've been to some Fan Fest stuff, and the NHL did a pretty solid job.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you talk about like maybe what you thought, since you I don't know, you have that unbiased non-hockey perspective.
Yeah, I was just in it for the fest part of it. It was really fun. They had a ton of mascot activities, which was what I was most interested in. There was a dance competition, relay races. They did like games with kids. It was really cool to see all the mascots out there.
Did you do any of the interactive stuff?
What did we do?
You did the photo shoot with the little photos with the mannequin thing.
Yeah, I did the photos. And they had a lot of like not exhibits, that sounds like too fancy of a word for what it was, but like displays of different memorabilia and things, and that was really cool. But I didn't really do any, like, they had skills challenges, but I didn't really do that stuff.
You drank beer? Oh no, you didn't drink beer, you drank cocktails.
Yeah.
The concessions were more expensive outside than they were inside. They were ridiculous. Insane. Like, if you want a cocktail, I think it was, what, $17, something like that?
Yeah.
Gotta pay those NHL salaries.
For a single.
Get out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just heard single. I don't know what we're talking about.
Liquor. The cost of liquor.
Yeah. It was really expensive.
Yeah, that was like the most expensive margarita I've ever had in my life.
And Bobby Butt, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't going to pay for it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The funny thing for me was like you'd run into like, people that are known in the hockey circle, everything ranging from like the on the bench guys were there taking photos with everybody. To we ran into Chris Kunitz with his family just hanging out.
Yeah, he was just trying to go watch it.
But what was funny is Katie didn't know who any of them were. So
No.
I was like, "Oh man, that's Chris Kunitz." She's like, "Who's this random guy we're taking a photo with?" Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I didn't know who anybody was.
But they had Fanatics was there, and they
Awesome.
they had a display with let's see, they had 2 GameWorn jerseys, one each, one from the Rangers, who happened to be JT Miller, which is funny now, and I can't remember for Buffalo, and they were like in an online auction, but they had them there in person. Which, if I'm somebody bidding online, like they were out so you could touch them and feel them, and like I don't want to bid on something that thousands
People are
of
touching.
people have had their grubby hands on. Like I don't want that.
If I was like, if Bobby was bidding, I'd be like, give me that. Whoa.
Derek's like, yeah, I'm wiping my ass with it. But yeah, no, it was. They did a pretty good job with the Fan Fest. I don't know if you have anything else you wanted to share on that front.
No, it was really fun. It was the only one of the Fan Fest I've ever been to that was outside, and it was like perfect weather for it, unless you were in the mascot suit. It was really.
It was
really
warm,
well
but
done.
not too warm.
Yeah.
The mistake they made was they tried to make it all piratey for Tampa Bay, and they did it the same weekend as Gasparilla, which
It was
is
a terrible idea.
an
I don't know what that
awful
is.
Gasparilla is Tampa's version of Mardi Gras that doesn't have the history or the prestige of Mardi Gras. So think of like a trashier Mardi Gras. That's
Can you get
And
trashier?
Trashier
Yeah.
than Mardi Gras?
just people dressed like pirates being completely drunk out of their minds.
So like every day in Tampa.
There you go.
It's
Sounds like we
weird.
should have the expo down there.
We've been insisting on it. We had a little mini one at our house.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
I'd be all down for that. I've been down that way. That's a beautiful area.
Did you buy anything at the event?
Well, that was actually kind of an issue for Katie. I bought stuff, but
Oh yeah, all the all-star stuff they had for women was like stupid. They had all these really cool shirt designs, but they only had them in men's cuts. The women's ones were just all various like pink jerseys. Like if you didn't want the player that they had there, that was it. You couldn't get one that was just like a regular. Oh, hello, Charlotte. All-star stuff or the Tampa Bay stuff. It was just all whatever shirt jerseys they had.
Well, and that's the NHL needs to learn that women don't always want pink and frilly and others. Give them a much more expansive stuff to choose from.
Especially
Yeah.
at the venues. Like, somebody asked me to get a woman's cut Vegas No Gold Knights jersey from the game I went to back earlier on in the season. They didn't have any in like any reasonable sizes.
mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, just go online. It's like, you want it there.
Yeah, it's weird. It seems like, and you can talk to this more than I can, Katie, but it seems like, yeah, they have them in like what is the essentially a children's size, and that's kind of it. Well, and the other thing that you were frustrated by was like they had like men's shirts, like just men's regular T-shirts that had cool designs that you liked, and then you asked them, you're like, hey, do you have a women's version of this? And they're like, no. This is...
They're like, no, just buy a kid's large or buy an adult small. Like,
Phenomenal.
And that's so stupid. And then also telling you, oh, yeah, you can just buy it or order it online later. No, because when you're at the event, you're going to buy it. When you leave, actually, you're going to forget all about it and not buy it.
Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to give you my money. Make it
A
easier.
lost sale.
Yeah.
It was.
They did the same thing in Columbus for their All-Star game too.
It's a fanatic
None of my
experience.
Well,
Mhm.
that was before Fanatics. I know my girls don't like pink, and then they were mad that they had to buy boy shirts. So
Yeah.
even though they fit them fine, but it was just the
Well,
idea.
if
of
anybody
throwing
in the NHL marketing is listening, maybe interview some women that buy this kind of stuff and say, hey, what actually would you guys like, instead of just taking a random guess.
Well, and the funny thing is like we were a captive audience. You were going to spend the money if they had it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was priced at a premium, but you were going to buy it, and instead they didn't offer what you wanted.
Yeah, why are you going to spend all this money designing logos and branding to go with this event, this one-time event, and then you're not going to put it on a shirt that will fit me?
Holy shit. I just had an idea for the next one. Let's
What's that?
preemptively buy a fuck ton of women's jerseys online, get them shipped in before the thing, and do some street vendor shit.
With legitimate branded merchandise.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Real-
not even China knockoffs.
Real damn merch right here. It's only 25% markup.
Oh, it's more than 25%.
Make a mint, man.
But we in the game, so jersey wise, it was really interesting. So I watched really closely in the skills competition. Nothing really jersey wise happened, but in the game, it was crazy watching in person. They changed. I mean, like they said they would. They changed jerseys between periods, like on the bench, and how they kept track of stuff. I have how they could confirm that someone had or had not in the moment changed their jersey. Don't know, because it was absolute chaos.
Nobody would be holding the sweaty one.
Maybe, but I mean, some of them barely played.
That's true.
Just a 10-minute.
It's the honor system.
Yeah, I guess. But it was kind of a mess. And then what I can't figure out is like why. So everybody wore at least 2 jerseys in the game. I wanted to buy one of the Tampa jerseys, but they were priced out quickly. But then so I was like, okay, I'll get the Hannafin Carolina Metro jersey. And they only made available a game issued from the championship game had they made it, and he didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, that's it. Sorry, no dice. Even though for the Atlantic Division, for example, I believe the ones they sold were from the second period of the first round. So I don't know. I wanted to give them money, and I actively couldn't. So anybody who liked the Metro, like if you're a Penguins collector or Hurricanes or whatever else, you were just out of luck.
Damn, man. Not
And
well
I
thought
don't
out.
get that. And then they throw them online, and they throw them other places later.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of the lower pricing you see on some of that is because, again, it's later. If you're there, if you're in the moment, and you're around all this shit, and it's like, ooh, this is really cool, I really want a part of it, and you can't spend the money.
Yeah.
Some of us may go out, reach out later if we can find them, but in most cases, again, it's out of your mind.
Exactly.
Yep.
We were a captive audience, but it was fun. I will tell you, I have to give a shout out. I met a collector I had never met before, Andrew Knoll. He was there in person, working as a journalist, so that was kind of cool. Meeting him at the on the concourse. I don't know if he's listening, but what's up, Andrew? If you are. But it was really fun. Like I had built up in my head, like I was so excited. I wanted to go to an All-Star game for so long, and that was my first chance to do it. And it was awesome. They did a really good job. The Hall of Fame had a GameWorn display at the Fan Fest. I know I probably spent more time there than Katie would have liked, but it was awesome. They had like Andrew Chuck's helmet that he used for his entire Lightning career. They had a bunch of milestone Lightning stuff from the first game, All-Star milestone stuff. They had state of Florida related stuff. I mean, it was very well thought through, really considerate, and I was very impressed overall at the quality of production. I think my only regret was ran into Kevin Weeks, and I wish I'd asked for a photo, but he's kind of busy. I really hate bothering guys like that.
We literally went through security behind him.
We did.
He's so nice. I've met him before. Very nice guy.
Oh, he's one of my favorite players ever.
He had a very nice suit on.
He did have a very nice suit on.
Look at. And for the female perspective, we go to Katie.
Fashion police.
Ooh,
There's
he's
a
looking good.
great clip. There's a great clip of Kevin. I think Kevin Weeks when he a while ago when Habib Bullen played, and Habib Bullen was always talking about how Kevin Weeks used to have these lotions and creams, and he had like a to-go kit the other team or the other guys on the team used to make fun of him until like family came around and are like, hey Kevin, what you got in your bag? And he'd always have like this like cologne and stuff. And Kevin Weeks was like, yeah, you gotta look sharp for the ladies.
Yeah,
those are the fun kind of stories to hear from players.
So well worth the money to go to the All-Star event.
worth every penny. Like we bought our tickets at the beginning of the year, and even getting to pay face, they were pretty expensive. I think we sat in the club section. I think they were just shy of $300, or maybe a little over $300. I can't remember, somewhere in that ballpark. But it was worth every penny. I would do it all over again, and to see it in Tampa was extra cool.
Maybe they'll bring it to Detroit here soon. Then.
Rumor is within a couple of years too. It'll be in St. Louis with them redoing Scott Trade.
Yeah, next year's in San Jose, right?
Yeah, I missed out when it was in Columbus. I kind of wanted to go, and then when it came to shit or get off the pot, I got off the pot.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the one in Carolina, but something was up. I couldn't go.
I went to the one in Columbus. So.
Did you meet anybody? I missed that part because I got disconnected. Did Bobby say he met someone? And if he did, and I missed it, you can continue on. But I didn't know if you talked to any of the players on the carpet or whatnot.
So the red carpet was super, super busy, and I don't really like bothering players, so I was like, I'm not going to go over there. But we did run into Chris Kunitz just hanging out.
He was just trying to go watch.
Yeah, he was part of the spectacle, and we were with Katie's dad, and he actually goes, "Is that Kunitz?" And I look up like, "Yeah, that's Chris Kunitz." And we did take a photo with him. That was pretty cool. But everybody was just, it was really well organized, well done. They also had I think some Hall of Famer or autograph signing. I know Jeremy Roanoke was out signing autographs.
Yeah, they had.
But the lines were just crazy long, so we didn't really bother with that too much.
But overall, you think the fan aspect of all this, the fan fest stuff, is worth it?
Everything we're describing, except for the game and the skills competition, was free. So
wow,
really,
totally, yeah.
Wow.
That's why the margaritas were $17.
I'll say, holy cow!
So you guys just yourselves funded the entire fan fest event just with the margaritas.
They'll have Eagle banners next year.
I don't know about you, but I caught a buzz. Did you?
Oh yeah.
Then we definitely spent some money at the bar there. But that's all right.
Newbies, they don't know about the pregame.
Yeah, actually, we did pregame. We went to Anchor Bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got a favorite bar downtown. True. Word got out. Yeah, if you're ever in Tampa, we can show you the places to go. There's a lot of good places to drink before the game. But yeah, no, it was worth it. And you're right. That's what made buying those cocktails at that price. Just they didn't really care because we were there for free.
And we were already kind of drunk. Money didn't mean anything.
Yeah, right.
Free coffee.
Oh yeah, and Dunkin' Donuts had a display, and it was free iced coffee and little Munchkin donut holes. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why were there midgets handing out donut holes?
Damn.
I know, I'm terrible.
That was a short joke, dude, man.
Damn. All right, so I finally got to hear about my All-Star stuff.
It was
finally.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing, Bobby.
Absolutely.
Now to get into some JAMA. Click.
All right, see you, Bobby.
I was gonna say.
No playoffs, man. Right?
Yeah.
Who's taking it?
Oh man.
How far does Vegas go?
I think Nashville's gonna go far again.
Lightning or Jets?
Here's my thing. Is there's two possibilities that can happen. Bettman buys the championship for the Penguins because he wants to make history, or Bettman buys the championship for the Golden Knights because he wants to make history. See, my theory is they always want to do the thing that's going to get them in the news and history making. So one of those two teams. That's what I think.
Oh, come on. Please don't put us in the categories like basketball.
Oh, God. You make a good point for conspiracy theories. And the sad thing is I can see it happening, too. Let's review that goal. Oh, look, you can't see daylight with that puck over the goal. There's no goal there.
They ain't call him Gary Buttman for nothing.
That review process is bullshit. Twice in a week, the Blues got screwed on that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think if you look at the West, the whole West side of the playoff bracket is awesome. Like it is stacking up to be a really, really good playoff season.
There's like two matchups there that I'm just kind of like, eh. But then when I go over to the East, I'm like interested in every single matchup. Like, what the fuck is gonna happen in the East, man? That's what I want to know. Like in the West, I don't really care too much about the Minnesota game. The Minnesota matchup is marginal at best. And then San Jose and LA, meh. I take it or leave it. You know, but when you flick it over to the East, man, every single matchup in the East right now is just like, oh shit.
Who could win?
It's going to be a really, really fun start to finish. I mean, I can't think of a cup final matchup that won't be fun.
No.
Get anything with the Penguins.
Whoever Detroit's playing won't be that much fun to watch.
Damn, hater, dude.
They're playing the Lynx, don't you know? That's where they're playing.
Yo.
Yeah, it'll be the Capitals.
Hey. We don't need to be getting all
Columbus beat.
personal.
Capitals ain't going.
Speaking of that, so what do you guys think of the pricing of the Vegas jerseys for the playoffs?
Oh my God, they're going to be insane.
You haven't seen them yet, then?
They're out,
I'm
man.
guessing.
Are they out?
Yeah, all the Carlsons are sold already.
How much were they? Do you know?
Well,
Started at
$3,000.
Yeah, 2,500. Hang on, just a minute. I'm pulling it up again.
Yeah, the low for Carlson, I think was like 3 or 35.
I
reserved 2 in Bobby's name.
I think the lowest was Reeves.
Oh, Barry put
at
it
like
on.
1,200.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think the lowest that I saw
That
was
was the cheapest.
what,
was like
$2,250?
And they sell.
Yeah, I think it was 2,250 was the start. They backed a few of them down, I think, later. I'm looking for the updated list because the initial one I saw was.
I didn't see the updated list.
I'm gonna say I thought Ryan Reeves was at 1,200.
Do any of you guys own any Vegas jerseys?
Nope. I want to, but I'm gonna wait like 3 years, and Seattle will be out, and everybody's will be pumping money into that, and people will be trading in their Vegas stuff for Seattle stuff, and I'll pick them up then.
This was posted April 2nd, and it copied an email from Barry that they put in the Golden Knights GameWorn page. It says prices start at $2,250 for gray, $2,000 for white. Carlson's already sold $3,750 for the gray, $3,500 for the white. Fleury's sold $7,500 and $6,000.
Ugh.
Of course, the grays.
That
grays
face
were
on
going
Katie's
quicker.
just says it all.
Bobby got both of them secretly.
That's true.
No.
I can't imagine having that much money wrapped up in stuff, but of course I don't have disposable income like that.
I can imagine having the money wrapped up in jerseys overall, but in one jersey, that's just
a lot.
Tough decision making.
Like I would have to be loaded to the point where just I did whatever I want and money didn't matter to be able to like drop that kind of coin.
I think we've talked about this before. I just think about those prices. So if I'm looking at a Marc-Andre Fleury white jersey for $6,000, think of the Hall of Famers or possibly multiple Hall of Famers you could get for that money.
Yeah.
Like
jerseys.
I'd rather get a Doug Waite Carolina Stanley Cup Finals jersey.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know yet.
Yeah, you don't know. That's right. You don't know yet.
What if something weird happens and lose in the first round?
Yeah, you don't know. So you've spent $6,000 on a jersey that was worn in possibly 2 games.
And then Derek's completely screwed in his playoff pool.
Something else I found interesting too is somebody posted on the the Vegas GameWorn page is the inaugural patches are sewn 2 different ways.
I saw that.
Home jerseys have a zigzag stitch, and the away are a chain stitch.
Yeah.
And then the gentleman that posted, Derek Paternostro, or however the hell you say his last name.
Pasterno? Is it Pasterno?
Something like that.
Pinocchio. I think it's Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
No, this is Paternostro.
Fuck me.
Fuck, dude, I'm terrible with people's last names. That's why I made you MC at the Chicago thing.
They said his patch was restitched in the corner. So yeah, a couple different ones changed around a little bit, which I find kind of interesting.
But Billy Bag of Donuts, his jersey's all set.
Hell yeah, bro. Get Joey's.
I just, like, Derek, I'm looking over your shoulder. And that Paul Coffey jersey, and I'm speaking no ill of that jersey because that jersey is a sweet, sweet sweater, no doubt, is like at the low end of what those Vegas jerseys are selling for. And that is outrageous.
Yeah.
Like, you could get for anybody thinking about buying a Vegas jersey, you could buy a Vegas jersey or Paul Coffey's jersey.
That's true.
I think I understand. We're stuck where collectors from yesteryears were back in the quote day.
Yeah.
We have the memories of the 90s and the 2000s, and now we have these new collectors out there, and they don't know the 90s or 2000s like we do, or they do remember it minutely, but to them it's the moment. It's what it means to them. And maybe the William Karlsson is oh man, I saw him play in this game or whatever, and that's the end all be all. But I'm with you. The money just keeps going up and up and up, and I'm like, where's it gonna stop?
Yeah,
Jeez, makes me wonder where I can get for my William Karlsson nameplate now.
$10.
sell it to a card company, let them cut it up, and you make the most money possible.
Dude! There you go. Boom.
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 Tom.
I got a few emails to make
great
here.
ideas.
Tom, you could redo your kitchen.
I know.
Not to say that you need to. I'm just, throwing ideas out there.
It's not my kitchen. I rent, so
Oh,
I can't touch that.
I was waiting for you to say, this isn't even my house. I broke in.
Well, technically, it's
It
not
was a
my
hockey
house.
stick up front, and I bashed in the window.
What?
You'll have to catch it on replay.
Okay.
The one-time deal.
Hey, so other game used items besides jerseys, what are they, and what do you like or dislike about them?
One of the popular ones seems to be right now with that group popping up and other stuff is nameplates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem to be going after those all of a sudden.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
now nameplates I like. I do like nameplates. Of course, I kind of have a reason because I have that locker from the Joe in my basement. So there's that.
Yeah, the thing is it's like it was sticks a while ago, then what last year was the goal pucks.
It's still the goal
Kinda
pucks,
is
man.
And then you go to say, okay, I go to trade it or whatever, or go to get rid of it, and people are like, oh no, sorry, went on to something else.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing that sticks. The only thing that sticks is jerseys.
Yep.
And probably a couple things with like the mask or maybe the helmets. But other than that, it's sticks are out. Pucks come and go. The nameplates will come and go. I mean, people have them because they'll say that's a player I like, or I want it for my locker like Derek has, or I want it to match a jersey. I'm not saying they won't go, but it'll be a fad. They'll buy them high, and then all of a sudden it'll go on to something else.
That's why I got mine. Was I liked the player?
Yeah.
And he was on the Blue Jackets at the time, so
I got like two of them, because they're a player in the match.
and I got mine fairly cheap because no one else bid on it because it was from my grade.
Yeah, I mean, I think non-jersey items that are hot. If I get one more alert, and I've tried to silence them, and I'm not good at it. One more alert that says so and so has posted something in a group, and it's just more pucks. Like, I
gotta do this to Bobby. I'm gonna post a whole bunch of pucks for sale.
Oh God, I don't care if it's for sale or not. It's just there. It is every day. There's just dozens of pucks being posted. And look, I'm sure people totally don't get the dirty laundry thing, and I get it. It's just a shirt, whatever you want to say. But I don't get the puck thing. I don't get it at all. I have one puck that a friend hooked me up with that was used in the Raleigh All-Star game. That is the only. Oh yeah, Katie got me Katie got me a Whalers game used puck.
Very nice.
So
Katie.
nice to forget the something
Yeah.
your wife who's sitting right next to you got.
Good
by the way.
job, Bobby. Good job.
You won't
Bob.
live that down the rest of.
I'm buying the
night.
paper tomorrow.
Oh,
Another news:
man.
Bobby Eagle in a freak accident dies.
Hold up, it's getting thick.
She did get me pucks, but I'm not. We're talking about different pucks. I'm not talking about gold pucks. I'm talking about gold pucks, and she's talking about. Yeah, you got me.
Some gotcha stuff.
Sweet pucks.
Mm-hmm.
You guys getting me in trouble.
You deserve it.
I don't think we're doing anything, buddy. It's all you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like watching what these pucks are selling for. So somebody was posting about the All-Star pucks, and Kucherov's hat trick pucks. They're pucks sold for I think $1,500.
That's nothing. One of Carlson's hat trick pucks from this year, $2,000.
It was the thing that did it. I get it.
But you could get the jersey that all 3 goals were scored in.
Yeah, but the puck touched the stick, and
Shh! Don't tell people that.
I'm just saying it did the thing. Do you not have a game football?
Yes.
Okay. So.
All right.
Bobby is so screwed.
Man.
I like having Katie on. We need to have spouses on more. My wife wants to come on. No, not really.
She was. If my wife was home tonight, she'd have been on. She's visiting her sister. But even the Stadium Series pucks right now, I'm on the NHL auction. Kadri's goal puck, $360.
Yeah.
They're running. Most of them running at least a $300 range. Holy crap! Backstrom's $674.
I can't see that. I'll spend up to $100 on like some of the guys that I like, but and I don't need to have everyone. There's people out there that are like, oh, I have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 of his career, and I'm like, oh, that's and it's not like Billy Bag of Donuts. It's somebody big, and you're like, you're doing the math, and like, wow, I could have had this jersey, that jersey, and it is unfathomable to spend that much, and it's just you can't even match half of them.
I think maybe that's where I have some other issues with is like I've got nothing other than someone's word to know that that's really the puck because they're really hard to photo match.
No, you're right. This is an interesting one. As I'm going through the auctions, the Wild have some listed. This one I could kind of go with if I was a fan of the Wild. I don't like the fact that they're autographed, though. It says these are game-used goal pucks, bid on all 5 goal pucks from the Wild's February 2nd, 2018 win over the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Not only did the Wild win both home matches against the franchise, they also went on to win another game. But, 5 pucks in a case. The only thing that's driving me nuts is there's no tape around the pucks.
Oh, you don't know which one is which goal or whatever?
It doesn't appear to be that unless they're signed, too, so they could be signed by the player. But at least with that, I could kind of get behind that. Right now it's $300. It's in a nice big case, all 5 pucks. So that I find, is kind of cool. Another one, Wild game-used goal puck when they came back from 3-0 in the third against Nashville. The Stahl career hat trick 5-point game, and there's 3 pucks in the case for $275. Some of those, those where you're getting multiple pucks, I don't find that too bad.
Yeah.
Granlund's second career hat trick pucks, which it's just 2 and 3. He must have the first one. And the Wild are doing some interesting stuff because they have another one here. It's game-used goal puck, the fastest 4 goals in Wild history.
Oh, that's cool.
They're trying to do like real capitalization on the buzz right now.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's on a nice big wooden stand with a glass case over the whole thing. Like I said, the only thing that has me a little bit bothered is the fact that there's no tape, unless they're marked some other way, and I just can't see it in the picture. But then you have other ones. The Islanders posted a bunch of goal pucks. Ross Johnson's. They started them all at $50. Matt Cullen, Zucker, Ennis. They're nothing real pricey. If you can get goal pucks for $50,
yeah,
that's reasonable.
That's speaking my language, but you don't see a lot of those.
The only goal puck.
Well, it depends on who you collect.
Right.
True.
Like there's a special type of goal puck that I think would be super dope to have. but it never happened. And like outside of that, I'd pick one up just to have like maybe one of my favorite player, but outside of that, really nothing. And the one I'm thinking of is a Fox Track Stanley Cup Finals puck. I know someone who has one.
I've seen a few of those that get posted just in general, and shit, those are $500 all day.
Those
for just the basic ones.
Fox Tracks, man.
Do you remember that game? In the mid to late 90s, they made the glowing puck on TV.
The little ring.
Weren't you guys like 12?
What? Younger than 12.
That's what I thought.
Oh, shit.
I was in 90. That was 97. I was 13.
Jesus.
Really?
Graduated high school the year before that.
Really, dude? Mute them.
Damn, y'all old.
God, I'm looking at these Stahl hat trick pucks. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool.
Even the Blues just lowered a bunch of their away team pucks. A bunch of them are now $50. There's some Kings ones in here. Wild. Panthers. So a mix. At $50, if you want to pick up a player or get a goal scored puck, I mean, I don't find that out of line at all.
Yeah.
So, goal pucks are one. We got helmets. Helmets aren't too bad. A lot of people collect those.
Oh, depending on the team, though.
Pants are insanely hard to move. Even of like really good players and star players and stuff, like they're incredibly hard to sell. Nobody cares about pants.
I get that.
It sounds bad. I'll buy them to use them because they're so well padded.
Yeah.
Then what else we got? We got
gloves. Gloves used to be pretty cool.
Gloves, skates. People really only buy skates to use them.
Anymore though, with gloves, the guys go through so many pairs.
Yeah.
They're much easier to find, and with pro stock hockey and all the different stuff out there, people can even pick up just the issued, quote unquote, issued ones.
Shit to use.
Exactly. I won't pay more than about $75 for gloves anymore because they're just so prevalent.
You know what's interesting? I kind of like helmets, but the Hurricanes will not sell them anymore. They're
worried about people playing with them.
Right, because of the liability. If their game used helmets get destroyed, they get crushed.
Really?
And yeah.
Wow.
They will. So I have maybe a half dozen of them, and I won't sell them or do anything with them because there will be no more. That's it.
The Sharks, when they sell theirs, they put stickers on them that says this is a used item. It's for memorabilia purposes only. Do not use this and all that jazz. They put the sticker right on there. That's all they've got to do. Yeah. I
mean, I think that's wasteful to Hurricanes when one, they can make money, and two, I don't know where the hell their liability comes into play. Because, you're selling it as a memorabilia piece and not as a, here, go out and play in this. Because the Blues sell them. I think damn near every other team I've seen sell them.
Don't they have helmets that, like, play it again?
Yeah, but they won't take it if the sticker is expired, the certification sticker. That's like saying, hey, why they put it on toothpaste? Don't eat toothpaste. Because some fucking jackass ate it. So
Hey, Tide Pod man.
Hey, there's no proof of that.
Look, condom sniffer.
Hold on 1 second. I got to do a line of this condom real quick.
So the Hurricanes are
By the way, if you want to call in real quick too, 419-407-6798. You don't have to just Skype in. You could just call from your regular old cell phone.
See, that's why I like it when he does the show, because then he does these little things that I would never do.
Dude, it's because I do radio for 8 hours every Saturday.
And that's why you got promoted.
When's the big paycheck come?
In
the mail.
10 years if I don't shut this shit down.
All right, please continue.
$20.
But yeah, I mean, I think there are some cool things out there. Like I do like helmets. I think helmets are cool. I don't know. The problem with gear is it takes even sticks. Like I got tired of sticks. They just take up too much space.
The space, man.
Don't mention
the sticks kill me.
with Derek.
Oh my god, I'm stuck with sticks. I can't get rid of them. I just shipped out 2 sticks, like the first sticks I sold, and they were pretty nice sticks. I mean, if I was going to sell everything and keep 2, I would have probably kept those specific 2, which is probably why they sold. Ones? But, dude, sticks, man, fuck sticks. I hate sticks. I want to get rid of my sticks. Nobody wants to buy sticks. Damn it.
I will buy wooden sticks if you have any.
I have some old wooden sticks.
I'm all about it. I'm making some furniture with it. Well, my wife is.
Oh, I don't think you'll like my prices for that.
Hell, Derek, it sounds bad, but I don't remember what you paid per stick and all that. But some of the newer composite ones, Jesus Christ, the people that cut them up and turn them into grill stuff and bottle openers sell them for more than some of the whole sticks sell for, depending on the player.
I know, that's what drives me nuts. Like I'm kind of want to like find a way to get a hold of a procurement person with a hockey card company and like sell it to them. Like, check it out. It's a stick of a player you can't get anymore. Cut this bitch up. Take it off my hands.
And I guess how much of that kind of stuff do you guys see out there that, one, it drives you nuts, or two, is like, why the fuck did I think of that? The one, and my buddy actually has one with the Hawks, it's the wallets that have the GameWorn jersey inside the wallet.
Yeah.
And the one he has, it was some bullshit kind of player, but there's a puck mark across the jersey inside the wallet.
I understand the whole like collecting card aspect of it, you know, because they do the artwork and they get the licensing and the yada yada yada. But those like offshoot ones, like one of the golf company bought Anaheim Ducks jerseys and snipped them up and made them into golf covers. Like these copycat jersey destroying, memorabilia destruction, repurposing places just kind of piss me off. Like I've seen somebody buy an Ovechkin, cut it up and put it like pieces of jersey and just like a little keychain. Oh, you get a piece of Ovechkin's jersey on a keychain. Woo!
I saw that. Yeah. The selling point they had was you can take Ovechkin with you everywhere, and it's like, first of all, that's creepy.
You know what? And I will say some teams have a smart way to do that. And I don't know if any other teams do this, but I'm friends of mine are close with some of the people that do it for the Blackhawks. But one of the women that works for the team gets all the players' old, the stuff that's torn up, helmets, gloves, skates, skate steel, all that kind of stuff, and they cut it up, break it apart, and they put them in, for lack of a better term, a recipe jar. Yeah. And they write some saying on it, and it's a player's part of their stick, part of their glove, part of their skate, steel, things like that, and they put it all in these mason jars, label them really cool, and they sell them for like $75 a piece. The other thing they've done is they've taken skate steel of different players and laser etched it. So if it was like in the one I've seen is Jonathan Taves took about a 3-inch piece of skate steel, etched it with his number and maybe his like laser autograph, punched holes in it, and turned it into a necklace.
See,
and sold it for like $60 or $80.
That's the exception that I could make is skate steel, because you could actually make that into something pretty cool. But cutting up like or destroying a viable piece, because like skate steel you can swap out, and I mean they're designed to swap out and replace and put new steel in there. But the other equipment is equipment to use. So like,
and I will say, like what talking to my friend Jen, who buys all this stuff, and say she's really close friends with the person in the Hawks, is the stuff that they're cutting up is wrecked. I mean, like the players have worn the palms out of them, different things, and she said the one thing that the woman told her when she buys this stuff: do not ever open that lid, because the smell that will come out of there is awful. As Katie chokes there.
Yeah. There's a room in our house I won't go in.
A whole room.
Any room Bobby's in?
Damn.
He's ruined the bathroom.
Ruined a bathroom. Was that before or after chilly night?
That's where I go for chilly night.
Oh shit! No pun intended.
But it's I mean, teams can get creative with game worn stuff, and I wish other teams would attach onto that, because it would be a cool way, instead of just trash and shit, to get a piece of your favorite player where none of us are going to bitch too much about it.
I suppose internally I'm okay with a team doing it as well. But that fucking guy that buys an Ovechkin off of eBay and then starts snipping it up to make a profit, that kind of agitates me.
It kills me, because I look at that, I'm like, how many of those fucking keychains do you have to sell to even break even? Like, that is a huge leap of faith, man.
Yeah, I mean, $50 times whatever to get 8,000, so 160.
Yeah,
something like that. That's a lot of fucking work just to break even. But I mean, you obviously get a crap ton of material with a jersey and 2-ply and all that shit. But still, like,
not taking into account the time.
Kind of hope nobody buys your shit, man. You just fucked up a good jersey. I don't know. Not my cup of tea, I suppose. Ugh.
And again, and like if they're doing the thing where it's a one-game wonder jersey, and it's less of an issue. But yeah, if you're taking a set one that's been worn in 10 or 12 games and putting it in a wallet.
You know, I do like the fact that they were like proving that, oh, this is for sure worn by him. We promise. Here's a picture of us cutting up the fucking jersey itself. I'm like, oh, you can see the migrate tag or whatever, and it's just this strip just taken out of the side, and you're just, damn.
If you haven't seen them, there are Panini videos on YouTube that are just so brutal to watch because they show you how they take these jerseys apart. And I believe it's a 91-92 Lemieux with the 3 inches on it.
I edited a video with that on there.
Oh, that's a jersey that belongs in the Hall of Fame, and instead they've taken it apart at the seams and pressed it out flat, and they're cutting it into the pieces for the card, and it's just like
they're mounting it. They're like planning out how much they can get from each patch, and like, oh, this patch is gonna be cut up, and we'll get 5 sections out of it for our premiere series, and then, and I don't even think Panini can do cards anymore. I think they lost the licensing.
It's bad. It's really. It's brutally bad.
I'll have to revive that video I made from the archive. I spliced in a couple like funny little clips, and one of them was like in training day at the end, Denzel's like, "This motherfucker." It was good.
You got to share that.
Yeah, I'll drudge it up.
Yeah, it's rough. I just keep coming back to like looking at that coffee, Derek. Like if that thing, like, I don't know, you could buy a bunch of the crap that's floating around, or you could save up for what would be a couple of those keychains or a jar full of bullshit.
All right, boys.
And
how much?
No.
How much?
No.
How much a piece? How much a piece?
Oh my God, that's too.
My laugh if you slip.
I ain't slipping.
Right?
That's way too close to that jersey.
$100 bucks. $100 a 1-inch square.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. I
can't wait to see your COA with that too.
Luckily, these scissors aren't even sharp. They're safety scissors because I have kids.
Doesn't mean they don't cut.
Admit it.
Trust me.
They're for you and not the kids.
They don't
high
cut.
school ones we had.
It's like when you go to cut paper, it just takes the paper and it goes, I folded the paper for you.
So, Bobby, did I just see Tampa did a some kind of equipment sale here in the last few weeks?
Yeah, they had it moved away.
They did. I heard it wasn't any good. Well,
I heard there were table scoopers.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is we've got
there were table scoopers.
Major table scooper problems. There are no quotas. There are no maximums. There are no caps.
They're dicks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Please don't hold back.
Well,
and I don't blame you because I hate people that do that. And when they set limits, people will grab it all and then sort out the shit they want and then throw all the rest back, and then it's still a pain in the ass.
If you guys take a look and see the amount of Tampa gear that's showing up on the boards right now, specifically practice jerseys, sticks.
Oh my God. That asshole.
So
Yeah, I saw that.
That's case in point, man. And look, I've got no issue with people making profit and everything. But when you're pushing people out of the way and you're bringing half dozen of your buddies to grab as much as you possibly can, with the express purpose of commercially flipping it, it gets.
There's a balance. There's a fine line. Like, okay, a couple items here and there, that's cool. But if you're trying to buy everything they have and then flip everything that they have, that's kind of fucked up.
If you marry that with the other behavior that's been shown, which is to buy, let's say you buy a bunch of helmets, and you take a helmet and even though it's a white helmet, and even you're pulling stickers off a white helmet and putting them on a black helmet, you do that and put a number 26 on that black helmet that was game used at one point by someone, and then you get the player that wore 26 to autograph that helmet.
Ooh.
Then you call it a Marty St. Louis autographed game-used helmet and carefully word it that way so that what you're saying isn't technically inaccurate. That's where we start to have major problems.
I don't think I've seen that, but I don't like that at all.
I see what you're saying with the verbiage.
The verbiage.
It's a Martin St. Louis signed game-used helmet. It's almost like you need to put a fucking comma in there.
You need to say, did he wear this actual helmet? And the answer will be no.
There is
They'll dance around the answer, is what they.
There's a very thorough thread on one of the forums that goes into this detail. I got involved in it.
Did you have to turn your camera off when you got involved?
I just used my still camera to take photos of actual reference material. I made sure not to interject any personal opinion into it whatsoever, nor stir the pot beyond facts. But yeah,
you can't handle the truth.
Can't handle the drama. But yeah, no. I mean, it's that's the problem. Like I love an equipment sale. I don't mind getting in line. I mean, Katie's been there with me many times.
I don't love getting.
That's true. You don't love it.
No.
It's funny. It's changed dramatically. I remember in the late 2000s, I used to go to the Devil's Draft Day sale, and we used to have to go real early in the morning to get there, and we'd be hanging out all day. And the highlight of the day was like which one of the Devils. Shouldn't say Devils, but I can't even think of the damn town they play in by the Prudential Center. But which one of the hookers would hit on you late at night? And I was like, this is scary. I'm like,
Providence.
Not Providence.
Yeah.
Just watch out for those game-worn hookers.
I was going off of your location with the. No, it's Newark. Newark is a shithole.
That's it. There's a great pizza place right behind the building, and you walk across the street, and it's definitely another area.
I went to Newark for work, and we stayed at the hotel by the Prudential Center, and there were Carolina players in there because they were playing that night. We went to the game, but I was hungry and wanted to run downstairs, get a quick bite to eat, go to the McDonald's, and there's police officers with keys to the bathroom, letting people in and out of the bathroom to make sure people aren't ODing and shit.
Wow.
4 packets of ketchup were on the menu for 25 cents.
4 packets? That's a deal.
So they could make tomato soup with hot water.
Shit.
Dude, it's a fucking wild
You were
place.
high-class traveling there, man.
It's fucking wild. This is right, I'm not even shitting you.
Yep, I know where he's talking.
5-star hotel. No shit, 5-star.
It's like on the back of the Prudential Center.
Yeah, and you go right down the stairs, you walk out the door, turn right, walk a half block, and there's the McDonald's with all this shit going on. Across the street, at 6 o'clock, they're all closing up shop, and they have these massive gates and big. Oh, dude, that was just out of my element.
Yeah, we went to the Dunkin' Donuts there to get
Newark.
something to eat while we're waiting in line, and the lady was on the phone with the police because she just got robbed, and we're like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And she goes, yeah, at least they didn't come through the ceiling like last time. And you're speechless because you can't make that shit up.
What the fuck were we talking about before I got on this Newark tangent?
I'm sorry.
Equipment sales.
Equipment sale, yeah.
Helmets.
I used to really, really super enjoy equipment sale, and now I'm kind of love it, hate it thing. It's lost its luster for me. I like going. I like to see if I can get what I want. I like to see my friends that I don't get to see often who also go to the sale. But there's a lot of baggage that comes with it now. And for me, it kind of especially sucks because people know what I'm there for. And
They'll try to block you.
Yeah, that. And they know who I am. And it's kind of weird having people tell me about me that I didn't tell them. But I mean,
they know more about you than you know about yourself.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. It's just
Somebody
comes up and is like,
asshole.
hey, you're that guy that did this, and you do this. And I'm like, I am. It's weird that you're saying this to me. I know I put myself out there, but it's I don't get that a lot, so I'm not used to it,
Derek can't go anymore either. There'll be a drive-by and somebody go, this is for Casey Samuelson. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh my god.
That's a little
See
bit
about
far,
it.
but I could definitely see like a fucking burrito bomb in my direction. I wouldn't put it past them. Fucking milkshake. So I won't wear anything nice to those things anymore.
I guess over the last probably 10
I'm about
years
to
at
piss
least.
myself over that burrito bomb. Sorry.
Katie and Bobby are losing it too. It's a good way to start wrapping up the show. I will say one of the things looking back, at least for the Blues in the last 10 years of equipment sales, is they used to would like announce it the day before, and it would be at the practice rink, and they just have giant boxes full of gear for like $50, and nobody gave two shits about it. But man, then it seems like all the teams in the last handful of years, everybody wants to go, and you just see the prices climb.
Yeah. Oh, it was always like deal stuff at the Devil stuff.
Yeah.
I know certain teams aren't as popular, but damn.
I think a lot of teams, when the prices are reasonable, I look at equipment sales for Lightning. I'm not distracted at all. I look at like the Lightning equipment sale as a cheap way to get gear to use and wear, especially sticks. I mean, you can get brand new sticks that are still in like the factory plastic for like $75.
That is a steal, because even going to buy them off the rack at any store is asinine.
Downside is if you love one of them and that's it, there's no getting more. If it's not a player.
That's why you buy 3 or 4 at $75 and you're still money ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, shameless plug. We created a website for the Timbergraph guys. Went through some of their stuff. They've been able to cut stuff faster, so they discounted a bunch of things, and it's been cheaper for them to produce stuff. So if you're interested, check out their website, timbergraphs.com.
Which signature is that?
This is my Glendenning. Of course I have a Glendenning, man.
Of course you do.
It's fucking cool.
Is that a game-used Timbergraph?
What? You can't use these things. What are you talking about, man? What's wrong with you?
You know what?
Burrito.
You've got an idea. What if you took a bunch of wood sticks, like used sticks or shafts or whatever, and stuck them together? You could get the Timbergraph cut out of them.
I'll have to ask them if that would even be something that they could do, because they're cutting it out by hand, and I would be afraid of them like going through and cutting. Like some of them, when they cut them, they even break, or at least early on when they were doing them, they break, because this one's like super sturdy, but some of them get really narrow or they cross pattern. Like the Steve Eiserman's like super intricate, and so sometimes when they're working on them, like they have to turn at a specific angle, and there's too much like friction and tension or whatever, and they snap and they have to start over and shit. And I would be like nervous that, you line up all the sticks, get them all glued or whatever, and you're going through and you're cutting and it catches on something and just so kind of hesitant on that. But they've been getting faster at what they're doing, which means prices are coming down, so we went through and readjusted all the prices for them. So I know, Jason, you were looking at getting one maybe sometime. Let me know. I'll see if I can't get a design over to you. And there's that. And we're trying to do some stuff with them in the future too, but these are pretty fucking cool things. Shameless plug. End.
No, I think that's a great idea. It's something different, a neat way to take a cool autograph and turn it into something else, make a neat display out of it. Some really neat things you could do with that.
I like mine.
I like when people think
up
outside the box.
Like,
I will say the other one, and I don't have the address because I've not gotten permission to put it out there. I don't want to because none of us have done it. But a friend of mine has had custom McFarlane's done.
Oh yeah, those are dope too. I like those.
He did several Cujo ones from different types during Cujo's career with the Blues, and he's done 4 different ones, and they are phenomenal.
Super accurate, like down to the pads, dude. Like the detail on the pad, just insane. I don't know how you like get in there with the. It's so tiny, but you can read the words. It's nuts. You can actually read the words on the pads.
And it's neat because my plan is one of our guys that we play hockey with is moving out to the East Coast. I'm going to get a picture of him wearing all his stuff, his mask, the whole bit, send it to the guy and have him make, because he does customs of just anybody. So have him do one up for him.
Get Bobby a Kevin Weeks.
There you go.
They just sold a Kevin Weeks on the pages. Cheap too, like $1,200.
Are you talking about
what?
a jersey?
Nope, game mask.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that with one of the lightning masks. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I had cheap too, man, for game worn mask.
Goalie masks are outrageously expensive, just insane.
Yeah, the NHL ones are nuts. You do better with if you get a mask that was worn in the AHL, ECHL, they're lower ones, but the NHL ones are just absolutely crazy.
You do better.
I'm guessing we're about out of time. Looking at my clock, anyway.
Just
like it.
Man, all right, I suppose. Wrap it up then.
Covered a lot of good stuff, and again in the future, if you want to call us every other Tuesday night, 419-407-6798. Thank you for everybody that was here. Mrs. Eagle, you're allowed to be here anytime because sometimes you seem to know more than Bobby, especially having to do with pucks. And he won't live that down. But appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Please make sure you check out GameWorn.us. Post stuff out there. Check out, I know Derek's got a lot of good stuff for sale with the Crunch and other stuff. Check all that out. You can reach out to any of us. Have questions about teams, whatever. We can do it all. See you back in 2 weeks.